And last but not least, Bloodshot. And the reason
Well,
why, like I said at the beginning, why I didn't see it is that initially I wanted to go and I was like, okay, if this is going to be the last theatrical show I see in a long while, should it be this? And then I gave it some thought. I was like, I had Guns Akimbo. I had to watch for the longest while though. So yeah, let me stick with Guns Akimbo. So yes, I did not see Bloodshot, but I heard some things about it. Some things.
you're right.
So yeah, what was Bloodshot about, and how did it play out for you?
Right. So speaking of dated movies and dated premises, um,
Ah yes,
yeah. Okay. So basically, it's a classic '90s comic that they bring back. In the same. It's really similar in the same vein as again dated movies. Anybody remember Aeon Flux or Ultraviolet?
yeah. I remember not watching those because I just
Right.
saw scenes from them. I was like, nope, this looked terrible. It's
Yeah, that's
terrible.
kind of generally
Especially
forgettable and
Ultraviolet. Oh my god,
yeah, Ultraviolet was terrible.
laughably bad, laughably bad.
Right. So yeah, it's in that vein. It's a '90s comic. They're bringing it back. They change it up. The movies just have this one or two shots have the character actually look like the character from the comic, but they'll give like some kind of condition as to why that is the case instead of just like making the character look like the character from the comic. Whatever.
Right.
So basically, it's well, okay. So as usual, I'm forgetting main names of main characters because it's so generic and boring. Vin Diesel.
That's all right though. So right. So
Vin
Vin
Diesel
Diesel plays Ray Garrison, which is
right.
so 90s. Ray Garrison.
Vin Diesel plays Dominic Toretto, right?
Oh, he does. Okay.
So it's very similar character in my opinion. But he plays a soldier who it starts off with him. But it's all in the trailer, so I don't think I'm spoiling anything per se. But
no, but that's one thing I heard from reviews that the trailer gives away way too much of
basically the whole thing. I'll say that, yeah.
Right.
So what it does is that it is him is a big he's a soldier. You have this whole thing. He do this mission, and then he go on his wife he go on vacation with his wife, and then he and the wife dead. He get killed. But what happens so then he wakes up now. He gets some new powers, newfangled powers, where his entire most of it, not all of his blood is nanobots now, and so he could repair almost instantly. He virtually immune to damage. He could be blown up wherever it is. Real badass. A lot of big tech thing. And then he gets this working memory that he is he tracked down the fellow who kill him and his wife. So it's like, oh, you get the revenge because the wife dead and so and so.
Of
and
course.
Then he goes kills that guy.
Oh.
And that was played by Toby Kebbell.
Oh, he was in this. Okay.
Right. So you're thinking Toby Kebbell is the villain and you get revenge, but then you find out that whole thing is a big fake thing. It's a big setup, fake mental space that they set up.
Which the trailer also spoiled, I remember.
Right, exactly. That's the problem. They spoil the whole thing. That's the whole movie.
Right.
Basically what happens that you find out that so the whole thing is that every time they put somebody in the revenge plot to make him the perfect assassin against the person, there's change the person who they want to get rid of. So you're thinking, oh, Toby Kebbell was a bad guy? No. Then they take the exact same scenario, play it back, take his brain, and then basically scramble him back and reset him to go and take out another person, whoever they want to take out. Looking and it's cycling him through another revenge plot. So it's the Matrix mixed with, I don't know what to call it, again, Aeon Flux or something like that. Right. It's that. And that's the story. And then, eventually, this fellow, I forget the actor name, Will something. Lamont Morris, played by Lamont Morris.
Yeah, Lamont Morris plays Wilfred Wiggins.
Wilfred Wiggum, that I was trying to remember. Right.
Yeah.
And he kind of break him from the cycle because he was this rogue, IT guy, tech person who could have figured it out. Now, here's the most impressive part about this movie. By far, the most impressive part of this movie is Lamont Morris. I thought in this movie, he was British. Apparently not. He's an American actor, and he actually pulls off a British accent really well.
Okay. Wood, all right.
Yeah, he's really sounding like a Brovner. Wood. That's the I could give. Everything else, it's really, really, really forgettable and generic. I was goddamn bored in this movie. Holy shit. I can't believe I was so bored watching this movie. It have a couple good set pieces, stuff like about 3 major action beats, and 3 of those were quite good. Especially it had this big chase because like it have a guy who have like eyes on his body, like he's a blind guy, but like they give him cameras, eyes everywhere else, and hook it up to his brain, so he could like see in all these angles and shit to like give information. And that was a pretty good like chase / fight kind of thing.
Right.
Then the final fight with him and it had a guy with like kind of robot arms kind of thing. And the
Because
final
of course he
battle,
has robot arms.
yeah, that one guy with robot arms, like a kind of Dr. Octopus kind of thing going on.
Like those robot arms. Okay.
Right.
I thought it was
And
limbs. Arms. Okay.
Right, and then there's a guy with like no legs, but he could like run fast. We gotta give him robot legs. He was okay too. That's it. It's just he figure out what's going on because of Lamont Morris' character. They kind of just piece together. He really pieced together what really going on, and now he had to just go back and get rid of him. And it's like a big conspiracy because he want to make this perfect soldier. Blah blah blah. And that's pretty much. In my opinion, it had no more depth to it. I think the big thing with films like this is that because you have an okay premise, right? It's a cool sci-fi comic premise, right?
Yeah.
But you have to like give it some kind of energy or something like this. And everybody felt like they were sleepwalking through this, in my opinion.
I can imagine that, especially with Mr. Diesel. I mean, if your career is mostly about action films, then this is nothing. You know what I mean? This is just passing time between Fast and Furious movies, right?
Right. Here's the sad part about this, Diesel is actually above the material. That is how bad the writing is in this. It's a flat ass lines, dread. I mean, flat. Oh. Go to the gas station. That flat. It just was just so like they thought they could have just like rely on the spectacle. Yeah. And Guy Pearce is the villain. Well, he's the real villain, right? You know. And it just
I was thinking about Iron Man 3 for a bit, right? He's the real villain.
I was just shockingly bored with this, but again, it had some decent set pieces and some good spectacle, some good moments, some good shots, but that's about it. Everybody just felt flat, no energy to it. I was bored most of the time. And again, you have to, I don't know, the director had to do a better job with this one because it was, I was really underwhelmed with all of this. That's about it. I have nothing else to say because the movie, they spoiled the whole fucking thing in the trailer. So it had nothing new to learn in it. They didn't bring anything new to the thing. It was like, wait, this is some big, real, epic thing. Like, that is the movie. I really thought they would have add something or bringing something, and I was underwhelmed. I was really run out. If I went into this blind, if I went into it completely blind, I'd have probably enjoyed it more. I'll admit.
Right. But one thing though, before you, sorry, finish up.
Yeah, no, but because the trailer spoiled basically the biggest conceit of it. It had nothing to build from. They didn't do anything with it. Nothing else.
Well, one question though before you get to read it, right? Can you somehow possibly enjoy it from a bad movie perspective, like you're having fun, you're drinking beers with your friends, you laugh at the dialogue, you can enjoy it from that, or is it boring that you can't do it?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, because as usual, because Vin Diesel just grumbling the way through the whole thing, I couldn't like get into it at all. I don't know. I don't know if I was in a bad mood or I was worried about COVID-19 or some shit like that, but I just could not latch on.
The movie just wasn't good.
It was just I just couldn't on to anything. And look, it's one of those. I'll admit, it's one of those that you had. If I had a couple beers in there, I'd probably have a little more fun with it. Right. But like I just comparing this to what we watched last time, which was Invisible Man, and how that just did with little it got is one of the rare cases of it did the trifecta of good, fast, and cheap. This was the exact opposite. It just did. It had a bunch of money. Clearly, they spent a bunch of money on the special effects. They took a while to make it, as far as I understand, and then it was shit. It's still shit. And it just is the exact opposite. It's neither good nor fast nor cheap. And I was annoyed by that. It really a shame that a better filmmaker couldn't get on this one and just sit down with it and make it work a little better. Pacing is atrocious. Some bad blocking in general. Again, I'll mention the line reading. Just structurally, it's just structurally so boring and uninteresting. And again, I'll admit it relies entirely on its conceit, which the marketing spoils and messes up.
Right.
So it had nothing for me there. I don't know if somebody could tell me what else it had to latch on to, then, and I have something I'm missing, then fine. It's another 90s comic that it has come and go on, and anybody who don't remember the 90s comic will be like, all right, cool, they will be into it for a younger audience. Look, if you're a 14-year-old, you might like this. Maybe, I ain't sure. But I just way too old for this bullshit, sorry. And I just couldn't get to this one. So yeah, CC it.
Which would have been the theater I would have gone to see it, sir.
Right.
Definitely not the movie town or IMAX. It's
not like it shit the bed or anything like that, but it just
it just not bland.
Yeah.
Right? From what you've seen.
But
my thing though is that this will be known as the I should say the last big budget release before the coronavirus become a pandemic. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
This is where we stop things off, Dread. Bloodshot today.
But I mean, we still might get Black Widow, so whatever. As I said, Lamont Morris saves it. You know, right. he kind of saves it, and mostly because it's like, wait, this guy is British. I really swear he was British. And I was like, you go usually with actors, it's British actors doing American accents, and then you might hear the real accent ever so often.
Yeah.
But to see an American actor, a black one at that, actually pull off a good British accent, that is like quite rare. Like off the top of my head, I can't think of anybody off right now. And he actually pull off a black British accent. He really sound like a black British to me. You could have fooled me. So whatever. That is it. And he was actually pretty funny. He had some okay lines. He had some okay lines in it because of how they fit him in the storyline and what he was and wherever it is. He was this kind of geek who went off the grid kind of thing. It was good. I actually enjoyed some of that. That was about it. Flat CC8, nothing else to really mention. Vin Diesel sleepwalking, grumbling up through the thing. I think one of the big problems, I would argue that probably Vin Diesel was a little miscast in this. Mostly because he just kind of too old for this. Like, clearly this character is supposed to be younger. And Vin Diesel, like, what, pushing 50 now?
Yeah, he is. Well, you could say he's almost there, right?
Yeah, so, to me, I find it could, I guess, somebody younger. Again, in my head, I know I just hype my boy because I really want to see him in more action movies, but Yilan Noel, come on. He should have been in this. Like, whatever. It's Monday morning quarterbacking. So whatever.
But I don't know. I just can't shake the fact that before I know, right? Yeah, who's still not gonna be bleed. But yeah, boy, but this was how this was how we were going to end things. Well, sorry, not end things. Put things on hold, Dread, before the next big budget theatrical release, Dread. This was going to be the movie to do so.
I think as I say, only Black Widow should come out, right? I don't think they put that back, right?
Well, not at the moment. Keep it fingers crossed.
They'll push it back.
Yeah,
it's kind of big. They'll push it back. So, whatever. By then, everything should blow over. At least I think at least that's what the calculation Disney making.
Right.
See it. Nothing else to mention again. You might like it again. You could 2 beers, 3 beers. You might get a little something out of it. But that's about it. Enough.
All right. Okay. Cool.